Voilà, une fois de plus, bienvenue dans cette édition du Morning
To
Talk.
begin our main stories in news from Madagascar, where controversies are still hitting the headlines following closure of 16 Quranic schools a few days ago by the government. This has been the cause of misunderstanding between authorities and the school administrations, and as it stands now, the issue stays unresolved. The schools are being accused of disrespecting the country's laws. Looking at some of the allegations, they include imposing 5 hours on given religion in a week, putting a mandatory for boys to cut their hair. Muslim leaders in the country have cried foul over the freedom violation.
De plus de 5 heures de cours de Coran par semaine et l'obligation faite aux jeunes garçons.
And this also applies to these Quranic laws, and in one way they are related to Islam.
And the Malagasy Education Minister appears not to rescind his decision, arguing that the move is not against Muslim denomination schools, but schools imposing Quranic teaching which excludes girls from the school system and forces young boys to shave their heads.
Voilà, pour en parler tout de suite avec nous, notre
Discussing with us on this issue is Volana Razamifanansoa, our correspondent from Madagascar.
J'y parviens, qui est en direct de Madagascar. Volana, bonjour.
Okay, hello.
Est-ce que vous m'entendez?
Basing on what's happening in Madagascar, what has pushed authorities to make this decision?
Voilà, quelques petits soucis au niveau de la technique. Volana, notre...
Sorry, we have some technical issues, but we're going to be joining her in a short while.
Je vais revenir dans quelques instants sur cette affaire d'école coranique interdite à Madagascar. On me fait signe que Volana est bien en ligne. Volana, merci de nous rejoindre.
Okay, she's back online. Volana, what has pushed authorities to make this decision that is now bringing controversies?
Voilà, décidément, quelques petits soucis d'aiguillonnage. On n'a pas...
Sorry for that. We're still experiencing some technical hitches in our network, but we're gonna be joining back with Volana Razamifanansoa, our correspondent from Madagascar.
Décidé donc par le ministre de l'Éducation nationale.
But she wanted to discuss about some recent steps taken by the government to close some 16 schools following some...
Volana, bonjour, merci de nous rejoindre sur le Morning Talk.
She's back online. Hello.
Oui, bonjour.
Volana.
Très bien. Alors, effectivement, 16 écoles coraniques...
Actually, we have 16 Quranic schools in Madagascar.
Il s'agit d'écoles
They are mainly primary schools located on the north, northwest, and eastern regions of the country for over 5 years. According to the government, these 16 schools were requested to follow the official program in the country, where they were seeking permission to reopen. After some vigorous investigations, it was realized that these schools imposed more than 5 hours on a single subject, and that is religion, in a week. They also demanded students to shave their hair and would exclude girls in their school system. According to the Minister of National Education, Paul Rabari, the ministry will have reacted in the same way if a school, whichever the religion, diverted the mandate, that is none other than education to children, which is a mandatory element. The mosque and Quranic schools have multiplied in recent years. The Department of Public Safety hasn't raised issues on radicalization, but monitors this expansion. The government fears that Madagascar will become a terrorist hub, yet the Great Island lacks the necessary means to fight effectively against terrorist attack. And how did the Muslim community react towards the steps taken by the Ministry of Education? Volana. Yes, the Muslim community have expressed to the press instances of misunderstanding. For Haron Musa, the person who is responsible for Sunni Muslim community in Madagascar, also expressed misunderstanding. He said that there was no Muslim training, and that even if the children were trained to memorize Quran, they were following general education. Muslims obviously fear amalgam and creation of conflict between the religions. The Muslim community demands a moment to be heard by the Minister of Education. For Paul Rabari, the dialogue is open, but his decision to close these 16 schools is accepted. The Minister of Education wishes to emphasize, however, that it's Quranic schools and non-Muslim schools that should apply officially.
And
on this debate, on the issue of denominational schools, how are the Islamic Quranic schools prohibited by the law?
Oui, c'est assez nouveau. Il existe aujourd'hui.
It's fairly new, yes, and today there are 100 denominational women Muslim schools in Madagascar. Most of these establishments are not affected by the closure because, just like others, including Catholic and Protestant schools, religious courses are limited to 1 hour per week, and that is according to the law. For the 16 schools affected by the closure, they will be able to reopen if they agree to reduce Quran teaching to 1 hour per week. Thank you, Volana, our correspondent from Madagascar. Following is the African Journal.
Madagascar qui revenait donc sur cette polémique liée à la fermeture d'écoles coraniques, alors qu'un débat sur la proximité ou alors un débat sur la convivence entre religions musulmanes et chrétiennes.
But also that was a piece from Madagascar following the religion and education from our correspondent in Madagascar.
Malgache dans nos prochaines éditions.